I want to talk about the family, community, and Marxism. The family is the building block of the nation state. From the family you get the neighborhood or the community, then the town or the city, the region, and then the nation. If you break down the family, and I'm talking really here about functional families, you have a border, which is the walls, the door, through which you decide who enters and who doesn't, and you have a hierarchy, with the parents at the top of the hierarchy and the children at the bottom. There will often be a clear leader of that family unit. Marxists essentially were disappointed that the working class, in the West at least, did not give them the revolution that they wished. They wanted to weaponize the working class to get what they wanted. Now, when that approach failed, they looked to gain power through culture, and specifically they've done that by creating communities which they can then weaponize, whether that's a gay community, a transgender community, black community, whatever that community is. They have tried to weaponize that group of people. The group of people in that community are not individuals. They are avatars of that community. And that's very important to note, because when you do that, when you take away the individuality of people and turn them into simple avatars, it's much easier then to weaponize them and to use them as a weapon against society. The destruction of the family has always been a core Marxist principle. If you destroy the family, you can destroy the nation state. Marx understood that. Marx understood that the family was the foundation of society. If the working class will not be weaponized or will not allow themselves to be weaponized, then you have to destroy the working class, because the working class depend more than anyone else on the family structure. But this is all about power, and all of us have to understand that. For a Marxist, for a socialist, for a communist, power is all that matters. There's talk about how the right has patriotism to fall back on or believe in, while the left has community. But where does patriotism come from? Fundamentally, it comes from the family. It comes from the family group. We have loyalty to the family. And again, I'm talking about functional families. People have an allegiance, a loyalty to the family, then their neighborhood, their community, their city. Look at sport, for example. Why do people follow a team from a particular city? It's because they have a connection to that city. But if you can break that down, if you can create communities which you can weaponize, then you can gain your victory. The family in the West is breaking down. And what is really disappointing is the fact that supposed conservatives are working to break the family down. In the UK, we had gay marriage legalized by the Conservative Party that never even put that to the people. It was not in their manifesto. Conservatives are doing the work of Marxists. The only difference between conservatives or Republicans in the West and the Marxists that are slowly taking over our societies is the fact that they're doing this. It's just the only difference is in terms of speed of change. They're working more slowly than the left. The left does not have community as something that it believes in. Community is just, the communities that they have created are simply tools that they can use to break down society. We mustn't make the mistake of thinking that conservatives have this arbitrary thing called patriotism and the left believes in communities of people. These vague mass of people, of individuals. They're not interested in communities of individuals. They're interested in communities that they can weaponize to gain power. It's important that we all understand that. All of us that believe in freedom and liberty must understand that if we do not defend and protect the family, then we will lose our freedom and our liberty.